Hello, my name's Patrick Nichols. Let me show you how to perform daily maintenance on the SENNEBOGEN 2200E series in this short video. First, I climb into the cab and turn on the ignition. After turning the ignition, I check the SENNCON display for fault notifications. Here I make sure the cameras are working. The load moment limitation display is at the top, here. I make sure the code for the correct mode is set. Next, I check the headlights in the cab, or here on the right of the upper carriage. Last, I make sure the windshield wiper is working. Now I get out and open the side panels on the upper carriage. After opening the panels, I check the electrical cabinet for any blown fuses. After turning the ignition, an indicator light shows whether any are blown. The fuses can be replaced with fuses that have the same rating. The lubrication points for the rotary connections and the bearing bushes for the winches are located here. These can be greased as needed. The windshield washer fluid reservoir is located here. Check the slewing gear for leaks. And check the hoses for damage. The coolant expansion tank is located here, on the back of the machine. This can be filled from the top. The engine oil dipstick is located here. This should be filled to max. Add oil as needed. The diesel water separator is located here. If a fault notification appears on the SENNCON display, the water can be drained from below here. Make sure the battery cables are tightly connected. Also, make sure the V-bolts on the engine have sufficient tension. Don't forget to check the radiator for soiling and make sure all lines are tightly connected and undamaged. Now I close the side panels. I make sure the base plates on the undercarriage are secure. I check the transmission and the traction drive for any leaks and to make sure the bolts are tight. Use appropriate tools to tighten them as needed. Be sure to check the track rollers for damage. Also check the cylinder on the undercarriage to make sure it's secure. Next, check the slack in the tracks before moving to the front of the machine. The pins in the undercarriage should be present and secure. The clamp should be clamped to ensure the undercarriage has enough stability. Check the hydraulic cylinder in the rear for leaks. The main pins in the boom should be secure and the lubrication points greased as needed. Now I go to the right side of the machine. I open the side panels on the right side of the machine. The diesel filler neck is located here, at the back of the machine. The hydraulic oil reservoir sight glass is located here. When the cylinders are retracted, the level should be at maximum. The hydraulic oil reservoir shutoff flap should be open. Check both hoist winches, safety valves and hydraulic motors for leaks. The transmission fluid sight glass is located here at the back. The level should be set up to the middle of the sight glass. Check the hydraulic lines and fasteners at the control block for leaks and any damage. Check the cooling system for soiling and clean as needed. Now I climb onto the upper carriage. On the upper carriage, I check the gantry guying to make sure the pins are secure. And then I check the cylinder to make sure the top and bottom lubrication points have enough grease. I check the wire rope in the boom winch to make sure it has enough grease. And to check for any breakage in the rope. Here I check the hydraulic motor and safety valves for any leaks, and then I check the hydraulic lines for damage. The winch gear oil sight glass is located here. The level should be up to the middle of the sight glass. Finally, I check the air filter to make sure all clips are tight and there is no damage. After checking the upper carriage, I go down and check the counterweight. Counterweight is located at the back of the machine. Make sure the center bolt is tight. We're now ready to begin. Would you like to know more? Then come and see us at the SENNEBOGEN Academy.